Let's go!
From Nintendo and Illumination.
The Super Mario Brothers can take care of the kingdom.
Comes a super-powered adventure. On April 1st.
Pack our things.
The galaxy gets even bigger.
He knows that's my bike, right?
Yes, sir.
The Super Mario Galaxy movie. Rated PG. Only theaters April 1st. Get tickets now.
This episode is brought to you by Cologuard. Do you know what's really scary? Not screening for colon cancer when you turn 45. The Cologuard test is non-invasive, requires no special prep or time off work, and ships right to your door. In just 3 simple steps, Cologuard takes the scare out of colon cancer screening. If you're 45 or older and at average risk, ask your healthcare provider about the Cologuard test. Cologuard is available by prescription only. Learn more or request a prescription today at Cologuard.com/screen.
This episode is brought to you by Redfin. You're listening to a podcast, which means you're probably multitasking. Maybe even scrolling home listings on Redfin, saving homes without expecting to get them. But Redfin isn't just built for endless browsing. It's built to help you find and own a home. With agents who close twice as many deals, when you find the one, you've got a real shot at getting it. Get started at redfin.com. Own the dream.
This morning, of course, early mornings on the couch. We do this on Mondays and Wednesdays at 9:30 a.m. Central Time. I am a little late. Yes, I am. But it's all good. We're going to get it popping. I just need 30 minutes of your time. I don't need much. Like, if you can spare it, I would appreciate it. So let's get into it. Before we start, let's give a moment of silence for all the ones that are not here with us today. Coming up on the couch tomorrow, we got Rich Gangford. Can't wait to have him. He's actually been on the couch before, so this will be his second time. I think his third time on the couch. Tomorrow, also, make sure that you follow the couch on all social media because I'm still not on my regular page on Facebook. I'm on my main page. So if you're looking, I'm on the main page. You can follow it. Also coming up, we got, and today is Stop the Violence. We changed it from Stop the Gun Violence to Stop the Violence, period. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. So if you don't have time, you can go ahead and leave. If you want to come back, you're more than welcome. You don't have to listen to it as it's live. This is just a bonus. Just saying. March the 31st is going to be Fuck Fentanyl. And then when April comes up, April is already like, we got stapled subjects on the couch. So April 1st, we got autoimmune disease awareness. April 2nd, we got surgeries, menopause, and more. April the 20th, we got mental health talk. April the 22nd, we got sickle cell talk. And April the 30th, we got another round of Fuck Fentanyl. So again, these are subjects that happen every month. Now, Stop the Violence, we do this every other month. So Stop the Violence switches out with like shroom talk, and we got other subjects that we talk about on the couch as well. Again, shout out to all my couch potatoes that keep up with the couch. Like, I can't even tell you guys how much I appreciate that, for real. I really, just say, okay, it was a little kiss. Now, the reason why I feel like it's important that I took out the word stop the gun violence and just added stop the violence. I feel like it's very important because every time we turn on the news or every time we open up Facebook or Instagram or TikTok, we always see something violent. Every time, it never fails. There's not a day that goes by that we don't see something violent, either domestic violence, school violence, bullying, that's violence too. We see all of these violent things, and it, regardless if you want to admit it or not, it actually makes you feel some type of way. You may not realize that you feel some type of way about what you just witnessed online or what you just witnessed in person. But now you kind of got like an attitude. Now you kind of got like a little, now you on tip. One person say something to you and you pissed. You got road rage now. You feel me? Like, the things that we see can affect us. So a kid might have woke up, started scrolling on social media. The first thing they see is something violent. You know what they do? They go to school and they act out. They act out what they're seeing. 2 little girls, I just told you guys this the other day, 2 little girls literally was plotting to kill one of their classmates. And they're literally facing charges right now. I can't even tell you how many friends that I still follow. I love you so much. Gang Tiger, my dog. I don't know how many times that I've lost a friend or somebody that was a couch potato or somebody that I just know, period, from domestic violence, gang violence, school violence. And people act like they're afraid to talk about it. It's happening all over. War violence. Violence is fucking violence. And violence can be influential. You might wake up today and not even, you might have woke up on the right side of the bed. Everything is good. You thinking everything is good, and then all of a sudden, you get on Facebook, you get on Instagram, you get on somewhere, and you see, even the news, you see something violent that happened to one of your friends. Now you got to wear another friend on the shirt. Do you delete these people out of your social media? No. So you see them all the time when you looking through your friends list, and you're reminded that someone failed them. And I feel like a failure sometimes when I lose friends to any type of domestic violence. Like, why you didn't talk to me? Like, what? And then it's like, what could you have done? It's something we could have made a plan together. Period. You know, and then we lose so many kids from bullying. We don't know until it's too late. Until we're seeing on the news that another child took their life because of something that happened at school. There's a young little girl that just lost her life from bullying. She felt like she had no choice but to fight the little girl. That fight caused her death. Her mother is mourning her right now from the violence. Violence causes so much turmoil. Why would you want to be like that? Men, women, it's not good to put your hands on a man. I don't give a fuck what type of argument that you guys are having. I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't care if he called you a bitch. That does not give you the right to put your hands on a man. Don't ever try a man's hand. Period. Especially if you think, oh, this is my man. That could be your man and all, but guess what? Your man could put his hands upside your head. Women can do the same thing too. Stop provoking. I know sometimes y'all feel like I have to say this. I got to get this off my chest. But have you ever heard that no response is sometimes the best response? Sometimes it isn't. Because some people are just so angry inside that they'll get mad if you don't respond to them. If you don't respond to them, they'll try to do anything they can to cause harm to you. Now they're psyching themselves up in their head to cause violence to you. It's not wrong to get counseling. It's not wrong to reach out when you feel like you've had enough. We all get angry. And I'm going to take it to the Bible. It says, be angry, but sin not. You could be angry, but what you do with that anger is that's what matters. I know some people that are in prison right now that did not know how to handle their anger. And they regret their decision. They regret their decision. They allowed themselves to get so mad that they killed. They've allowed themselves to get so mad that they physically assaulted the person that they felt like they loved the most. How can you love and hit at the same time? How can you say that you love me and you're literally killing me inside? And heaven forbid you take it too far one day. And that's even with abusive parents. Parents are abusive too. And I know I want to discipline my kid and you're not going to, I get that. But it's a way that you do it and it's a way that you just don't. You hitting them all in the head with an extension cord, punching them all in the face like they a grown-ass person, that is not the right way. That type of violence can also cause them to be violent, not in front of you, but at school. You are probably the reason why your child did what they did because of the way that you've treated them. Okay, they talk back, but did that mean that you had to bust their teeth out their mouth? No, but because you grew up and it was if you talk back, you get your teeth busted out. Because you grew up and that shit is still stuck in your head, toxic. We got to start breaking the chains, the generational curses. Those are part of generational curses. Because look how some of us turned out. No, what they be saying, no shade. But look how some of us turned out. Some of us are still angry as fuck right now. Some of us are abusive to our mates, to our peers, to people that are around us. Some of us are abusive when we get drunk. No, for real. And you use that as an excuse. Oh, I'm drunk. Don't mind me. Or I don't remember. That's crazy, isn't it? Y'all have to stop using excuses to be or to allow your violent side. Because all of us, we have a violent side. We all do. We all have a violent side. But are you strong enough to tame your violent side? Are you strong enough to, whenever you feel like you're on the edge, to call or reach out to somebody that can help reel you back in? Because that's what it's about. We don't want to see a motherfucker on Jailbirds and it say domestic assault. And y'all still in the comments like, free so-and-so. No, take so-and-so to motherfucking counsel when he get out. Or when she get out. Grand Rising. You said this is why counseling or just having someone to talk to is so important. There's a lot of people with no outlet or sources to turn to when they feel overwhelmed. I completely understand that, Nitra. And it's true. A lot of us don't have an outlet. But even if you don't know who I am, you can always call my hotline. Because if you can't reach somebody else or your person or somebody, man, I can't even tell you how many times people call me all through the night. You are more than welcome to join them people. 404-666-5906 because we all need somebody. I might not have all the answers. You said your outlet is God. Okay? And that goes for a lot of people too. Yes, Pookie, exactly. I might not have all the answers, but I might have the ear that you need for someone to listen. Sometimes when I call my cousin, shout out to my cousin Anton. Sometimes I'll call my cousin, I'll be like, cousin. And the last time I called him, I was actually wrong. I ain't gonna lie. But I'm like, cousin, I need to vent. And I don't need you to say a fuck thing. Because sometimes he be saying the wrong shit. So don't say shit, just listen. Because I can't get a hold of my wife. And he like, all right. And so when he catch himself trying to give me advice, he like, oh, you told me to shut the fuck up. Yes. Sometimes we need somebody to be that ear and shut the fuck up. Don't say nothing. I'm sorry. I know this sounds rude, but just shut the fuck up. Listen to me. Please. Sometimes we need that. Sometimes we need that. For real. Because some of you guys literally don't know how to control your violent side. Y'all, one person on Facebook, and you beating the hell out of your man. And you beating the fuck out of your woman or your baby mama and your kids. Y'all making it like you so perfect, yet it's just none of your domestic partners have told on you, and your kids don't have a voice enough to say something. And then when it come out, it's no type of any help, no real help. Yeah, you caught a case. But if that case ain't specifically telling you have to get counseling, if they saying, yo, you got to go to the yard, 9 times out of 10, you ain't going to do no counseling that got nothing to do with what the fuck you went to prison for. Period. You're just not. Unless you choose to, but it's not going to be mandatory. Unless they say, you know what, we're going to give you 25 years. At the end of your the last year that you spending in prison, you mandatory have to take a domestic violence class. Or they'll say, if you want to get your 6-month, evaluation to come out, I forgot what it's called because I ain't been there in so long, but it's like 6 months to a year, review. If you want to get your 6-month review, complete a domestic violence class, complete a parenting class, complete, thinking for a change. These are the type of classes that they will ask you to do. But how's about this? How about you look for these classes on your own, especially if you know that you are struggling with your anger, thinking for a change, domestic violence, especially if you know, hey, I'm not going to lie, I got a problem with hitting my partner. Just be real with yourself. This is the thing. Y'all act like people are going to judge you. There are going to be people that judge you. But there are going to be so many other people that appreciate you taking accountability for your fucking actions. Some of y'all act like you're allergic to accountability. Once you take accountability and try to fix the problem, who can be mad at you for doing what you can to fix the issue that is causing the violence? I commend you if you know that you are a violent person and you are doing everything that you can to not spaz out on the next motherfucker or not spaz out on somebody when you know that they specifically testing you or taunting you or provoking you. I commend you because there are some thoughts that go in some of our heads that, baby, when I say they might put us in a straitjacket, but you have to learn to control your anger, little cricket. You have to. Because once you learn to control your anger, guess what you're doing? You're being an influence to the ones that surround you and the ones that you've birthed. Say your homeboy never told you that he be beating his wife, but you real vocal about it. And then you also real vocal about you going to counseling and trying to keep your wife and making a change. You might even influence him without even him knowing it. Now he like, you know what, bro? What's that counselor's name that you was going to? Because I ain't gonna lie, I actually got that same problem too. I don't know what it is. I love her. I love him. But I can't stop hitting them. I love my kids. But every time I feel like I'm being disrespected, I feel like I got to take it overboard to prove a point. No. Do your due diligence and get the help that you need. Yep, you said, yes, we need that. And I didn't know. I didn't until I knew I was ready myself. Exactly. And some people don't know when they're ready. Some people will never even be ready. Some people might die and never even fix themselves. For real. Nietzsche said, also, a lot of us weren't raised by parents who had self-control. Violence in the Black home is definitely a big issue that doesn't get addressed now. Exactly, Nietzsche. That's why we do these segments, because I am Black. I did grow up in that culture. And I did go to prison because, and it's really, honestly, I grew up and my parents, they fought every day. Every day. They fought every day because they didn't believe in divorce. And my father cheated on my mom. So the fight was, I'm staying, but you cheated, and I still can't get over it. And I'm talking about physical fights. I'm talking about, I done seen my mama stab my daddy up. I done seen all type of shit. I done been abused myself. I went to DHS custody because my daddy beat me so bad with an extension cord from my head to my toes, literally. That when I went to school, my teacher told on me. She called the police. My gym teacher at Broken Arrow called the police. And when gym was over and we was going in the locker rooms to change, the police was right there waiting on me. So I completely understand about the Black household growing up with violence. But after I caught my case, I had to learn. It wasn't even that I was taught, and I was in counseling, but I was in counseling for the abuse. I wasn't in counseling for my anger from the abuse, which I think that's what we was getting to, but I didn't get to make it that far. So, I didn't realize how angry I was. When I got raped and I took the case, and when I took matters into my own hands, I wasn't just moving out of anger. I was moving out of anger, hurt. I was mostly angry. Ooh, I know I'm not about to cry. I was mostly angry because when I went to go shoot the man that raped me, I talked myself out of it. I did a good job. Like, my anger, I didn't let it get the best of me. And when I got up there, I went with everything that I needed to hurt this man. And when I got in the parking lot, I said, you know what? I'm going to let him slide. I'm going to let this man slide. And when I looked up, I was about to just look up at the window like, you lucky. And I seen my fucking brother. After I told him that his friend raped me. Drinking a beer like everything was all fucking good. When I tell you guys the anger inside of me, ooh, and if a tear come out on God, it's not because I'm sad, it's because I can't even, oh man, the anger was just, I've never been so angry in my life. Like, and I was 17 at the time. I had never been so angry in my life. The anger just went from 0 to 100 real quick. And I just remember seeing red, literally seeing red, and I wanted to dig my fucking eyes out. I was like, I looked up and seen that, and I couldn't believe my eyes. So just to make sure I was right, I called his girlfriend, and I'm like, yo, call this nigga on three-way. Call this motherfucker on three-way right now and ask him where he is. And I told her everything to ask him. And as soon as she hung up with him, and we made sure the line was clear, she was like, girl, you see him still? I'm like, yeah, he coming. He coming down the stairs and getting in his car. But by that time, I had already parked around the corner, and I'm waiting. I'm waiting now for him to pass by so I can go blow this nigga's face the fuck off. Because at this point, I'm like, hold on, bitch. If you not going to protect me, I'm going to protect me. Period. Now, can I say that anger was valid? Some people might say that it was valid. But I still should have never let my anger control me like that. Take me to prison. Take me away from. Shout out to everybody that's still here. Ooh, okay. Ma'am. No, ma'am. Give me a second. Now listen. I just can't believe I let myself get that angry and it controlled me. When I've thought, even when I was a kid, I thought that I was in control of me. How can I be in control of me when an emotion took control and controlled me? An emotion. What? Like how? I love you too so much. Like how do we do that? How do we allow our anger to cloud the fact that I love you or you're my friend or you're my cousin? People have killed their cousins, their sisters, their family members because of anger that they couldn't let go or that they didn't know how to control themselves. The way we can stop the violence is learning and realizing that we're violent. And if the wrong thing is said or done, any one of us can be pushed over the edge to become someone that we not. That we never wanted to be, we never wanted to cross this path and be this angry person and be this, what? But some of us don't find out till it's too late, till we in prison and we like, oh shit, like, I thought this was a dream. Kids. Some of us was kids. I was a teenager. And I didn't even, this is the thing, is I wasn't coming from a regular household. I came from DHS custody, from being abused by my father. Straight to prison. I didn't realize that what my father did to me was just a flame that got lit inside of me to cause so much anger, resentment, depression. That depression turned into anger because, motherfucker, I don't want to be crying. That shit made me angry. You know? He said we can't always control how we feel, but we can always control how we react. Sometimes those feelings and emotions are so overwhelming that we simply don't know what to do with it. But those are the moments that count the most because of how you were acting in those moments determines your healing going forward. That's exactly right, Nitra. He said, man, I understand. This is so great. Thank you. I love you. Because once we figure that part out, we have to be able to admit, like, yo, we, and especially black people, we're fucking angry. I said it. We're angry. And even though we have a smile on our face, some days that anger tries to reel its little head and take over. A lot of people in this world are angry. How are you dealing with that anger? Are you right now on the yard Have you lost your kids because you was angry towards them and they took that anger out on another kid? And now either they're dead or they're in prison? You say that you love someone, yet you put your hands on them. Now, I'm going to give this quick little story and then I'm going to end. Because I don't really have a lot of, like, experience with relationships out in the world, like how everybody else did, because I literally went from DHS to prison. I have experiences on prison relationships that I had a domestic violence with. And then whenever I first got out of prison, when I was with this guy, and he caused harm to me. It took me forever to get over it. You know, and I understand when people say, I stayed. You know, I understand the staying part because I literally was like, oh, this only happened one time. You know, they ain't never gonna do it again. I get that. I've been there. And I couldn't even believe when I was there. I was like, me? But whenever you getting choked out and the life of you is literally being sucked out of you and you pass out and then you finally come to, the first thing you think is, oh, thank God I'm alive. Like, that's the first thing you think, and not, I'm about to fuck this motherfucker up. No, that's next. And then when they realize that they almost kill you, they over your body like, I'm so sorry, and it makes you feel bad too. You just now realizing and thinking your life for being still here, and then you see that your mate is over you crying, and they apologize, and this is actually the first time it's ever happened, so you believe them. I get it. I've been there. It happens to the best of us and to the ones of us who think that we're aware of shit like this. And even having a friend and knowing that your friend is abusive to their kids, you wrong. You wrong as fuck. I lost one of my bestest friends. I was friends with this girl since, for 6 years. But I couldn't take the fact that she was abusive to her son because she don't want to admit that he's gay. I couldn't. So I checked her and lost her. It's okay. Because I stand on what I believe in. And if that means losing you, goodbye. You're not going to abuse any kid, any of your mates, any animals, not in front of me. No. No. Stop allowing your friends and family to get away with things just because of you love them. Just because you believe they might change. They haven't changed. They still the same person. Now let's do something about it so we can stop bleeding into the future. I'm just saying. Y'all just now tuning in. It's the Couch Chronicles, where it ain't no fucking limits. I do this every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday from 8 Central Time, and every Wednesday and Friday from 9:30 a.m. Central Time. I definitely appreciate everybody for tuning in, y'all. For real. Like, it's so much love and positive vibes. People just misunderstand me. I've heard people tell me sometimes that I'm negative. These are the people that don't know me. Like, if you know me, you just know that I speak my mind. Sometimes I don't think that, that's going to make them feel like I don't be thinking like that. So if you think that I'm trying to hurt you on purpose, do some deep searching and some healing, because I'm not. I genuinely love people. Like, genuinely. So, I love you guys. And I appreciate y'all for tuning into the couch. Y'all, these subjects are important, so let's keep talking about them. Don't just wait on me to talk about it. Talk about it, too. It's the Couch Chronicles, where it ain't no fucking limits. I love you guys so much. Have a good day. Period. That's how you end it. I know.